What's going on, YouTube? I had to make this video because I just couldn't sit back and just hold it in, and it kind of goes with my video with do you have low self-esteem? People, I can't take it anymore. And what I'm trying to say is this. Let me give you an example. All right. Won't say the person's name, but if I know a person that was good at a certain task, and let's say that the task is I don't know, art, okay, and I say, hey, being that you're good at in art and things like that, whatever, once you try to make a living from it, or once you try to like do something on the side or something, because this is something that you can do without with little effort, and here's a guy like me that has been drawing stick figures since like the 3rd grade and never progressed because it's something that I'm not great at, because one thing is that all of us have different talents. Some can sing, some can talk, some can art, some people are just great at inventing things or whatever, putting things together. But yet you find a lot of people who find that they're good at things, but this is something that they're not doing for a profession. This is something that they're not making money at. And here's the thing that gets me is if you find something that you're good at in life and you can do it with little effort and everybody's around you like, oh my gosh, how do you do that? How do you have such great skill or whatever? This is what you need to be doing, because you're doing it with little effort, right? But yet you want to go out and get jobs and do things that you hate doing. You hate waking up in the morning doing it, but something that you're passionate about, you can't wait to get to that task. So my thing is, do I have to shake people and say, look guys, that's what you're supposed to be doing in life? I mean, it doesn't take rocket scientists to understand and know that, look, if you're good at something, pursue a career around it. Find a way to do it. And some people say, well, look, it's my passion. I just like doing it for fun. I just like doing it because I enjoy it. Fine. But you go to a job that you don't enjoy and you try to make a living from that? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. The scale is like this. Let's say it again for you slowly for those who didn't understand what I'm saying. You work a job and do things that you hate doing. You hate waking up in the morning for work. When the alarm clock, you want to pick it up and throw it against the wall and break it. Right? And then here you are, something that you're very passionate about, and you're like, oh my gosh, I just like doing this because I become inspired, and I just like doing this because it's just something that soothes my soul. Okay, fine. It does soothe your soul, but guess what? If it's soothing your soul, that means you're going to put all that you have into it. Right? But let's talk about success. Success isn't something that you just put 10% into, 20% into. Success happens when you put 110% into it. So now let's step back. You love doing something, you put 110% into it. You hate doing something like a job, you put 10% of yourself into it. The boss comes and he's looking to see, who am I going to cut today? Who is it that is least productive in my crew? Guess what? The 10% guy is out the door. He's going to keep the person that is doing 110%. Okay? So we have become numb as Americans and as people to think the only way to make money is to work a job, put a time card, punch the time card, and make money from that way. If you think this is the only way to make money, you are sadly mistaken. We're talking about we're in a rough time now. Oh, it's a recession and all this other kind of stuff. There's no jobs. You know what? Wah. Find something else. Because once you get that thought in your mind, you're constantly looking at the television. You constantly see, what is the government going to pass to help me? What is the government going to do to help my family? But you know what? It's time for you to get off your butt and take care of your own self. And forgive me for saying, Muhammad, he's mean tonight. Gotta do whatever. No, it's time to stop this. It's sick. I'm sick and tired of hearing it. I'm sick and tired of talking about what Obama's doing. You know what? The last time I watched to see what Obama's doing when he was elected in for president, I watched this inaugural speech, and that's it. I could care less what he's doing. I'm more focused on what I'm doing to satisfy myself, my family. Because if you're a man or a woman or the breadwinner of your home or whatever you may be, and your family and your son or your daughter is looking at, okay, what the next step dad is going to do? But dad is watching television and dad is looking to see what the next step Obama's going to do. Nah, it's not going to work that way, fellas. You have to take initiative to do what you love doing. Because when you love doing what you're doing, I would say look for the video of John Chaney. John Chaney was the coach of Temple, the Temple basketball coach. And one thing he said, and I will live and die by this, at the end of his speech, he said this: guys, I want to thank you for a career. But it felt like every day I woke up, I never went to work. Why? Because I loved what I was doing. It didn't feel like a job. I thank you for letting me come in and do my passion every day. And by God, he was a good coach. He was a passionate coach. He always stood up for his players because he loved the game. He loved the philosophy and the bouncing of the basketball, the crowd. He loved it. So my question is you tonight: how many people right now are making a living doing what they love doing? If you're not, stop. Stop right now. Evaluate yourself and ask yourself the question: how can I make money or make a living doing what I love doing? Because I don't want to live a life of doing something that I hate doing. Alright? That's a slave. So find that out. That's my question to you tonight, YouTubers. Signing off.